Hi, I'm Leslie DuPont. I'm going to be giving a book review on Yes, 50 Scientifically Proven Ways to Be Persuasive. This book reviews in partial fulfillment of N5343, Leadership in Complex Healthcare Systems. We're going to take a look at the authors of the book. The first author is Noah Goldstein. He's a faculty member at UCLA Anderson School of Management. He's been published in numerous psychology and business journals. He's been awarded grants from National Science Foundation and NIH, and he's consulted companies such as the U.S. Census Bureau and the U.S. Forest Service. Steve J. Martin is the Director of Influence at Work at the UK. Influence at Work is the company that put together this book. He also co-authored the book Sold and continues to conduct training on it. And he's presented on the subject of influence and persuasion at many business schools. And lastly is Robert Cialdini. He's the Regents Professor of Psychology and Marketing at ASU. He's the world's most quoted expert in the field of influence and persuasion. And he has numerous researches published in academic business journals. And he's been awarded the Donald T. Campbell Award for Distinguished Contribution to the field of social psychology. The purpose of the book is obviously to teach ways to persuade or influence others, also to teach alternatives to persuasion when your usual ways aren't working. And Moss Kaluk also noted that persuasion is a science, it's not an art, therefore anyone can learn how to do it. The target audience is leaders, managers, and the general public. Throughout the book, the authors note that these techniques can be used by anyone. They give examples for every type of persuasion and influence in each chapter. And with each influence and persuasion, they give ways that a leader could use it, a director of a unit, sales unit, anything like that, how they can use it. They also give examples of how someone could use these different techniques in their personal life. The strengths and the weaknesses of the book. We'll start with the strengths. The authors really note that one can be persuasive that by being honest. The biggest thing is always keep being honest. If you're not honest, it's going to backfire on you. And they've given examples of how it has backfired on people that were not honest when they tried to persuade somebody and how it did backfire on them. And then it also provides 50 techniques to be persuasive. It's easy to read. The chapters are short and they are comical as well. The weaknesses that are noted is that some of the studies are old and outdated. When I went through the references, some of these studies were from the 60s and 70s. Some of the chapters there was too many chapters, there was too much information. Some of the chapters, it seemed like they could have maybe blended together with another chapter. Also, there's not really any organization. Each chapter kind of just starts something new. It goes from one to, there's no sequence that seems to make sense. Also, some of the techniques are unbelievable, and by that, they did a study where they wanted people to have someone say good things about them. They gave an example of calling into a real estate office and the secretary sending people to so-and-so, and they're so great in this field and have sold this many houses in this area. I kind of felt like maybe sometimes they were looking at people that might be a little naive and might maybe not fall for those kind of persuasion techniques. So did it achieve the objectives? I believe it did. The book, you walk away with at least some ideas on how to persuade. There's 50 of them, so you're going to at least remember some of them. The story associations in each chapter do help you to remember each persuasive technique. Again, each persuasive technique, some of them kind of blended in. So you might not remember every single one, but you definitely will remember some of them. And with each technique, they give the examples, so that really does help out in each chapter. And then in the appendix of the book, they actually have people that have used each persuasional technique and said how it worked for them as well. And would I recommend this book to others? I would definitely recommend it as a tool. It's a great tool for new and experienced leaders. New leaders need these kind of techniques with any subordinates, even with their own colleagues, and experienced leaders might also need it if their techniques are not working. So definitely a good tool to have, definitely a good book to have in your library as a reference tool. So if you have any questions, please email me, post on the Blackboard and let me know, and I will get back to you. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, Spence. Scotty-Doo?
He's burning.
Oh.
You don't smell that? Come on, Wes.